It does not matter what notes you play, you're going to sound like a beginner, it's going to sound amateurish, and you're going to listen back and wonder why, when I've been practicing these scales and these arpeggios and all of these licks, does it still sound lousy? It is because... Hey everybody, Jeff Schneider here. So, I've been teaching jazz improvisation for 20 years now, and over that time, I found that there is one exercise that works the best for getting instant results in people's playing. And the thing is, you don't even need your instrument for it. You can practice this while driving, you can practice it while doing dishes, you can practice it while walking down the street. And to be clear, if you can't do this exercise with, or especially without your instrument in hand, well, then I'm sorry to say, but you shouldn't even bother picking up your instrument to try to solo, because this is such a fundamental skill. You have to be able to do this. So let's get into the exercise, but first, a quick reminder that the Soloing Bootcamp is on sale right now. It's 80% off. It is a collection of all of my best courses on soloing and improvisation, so you can learn more about that, linked on the screen and in the description below. Now, let's get into the exercise. You're gonna start by tapping the beat. You can do all 4 beats, like 1, 2, 3, 4, but I recommend working towards being able to tap or clap on just beats 2 and 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It needs to feel good. If this 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If that doesn't feel good, then you're basically trying to build a castle on sand. All right, step 1, you establish the groove. And step 2 is where you sing on top of that groove. Now, when I say sing, I don't mean you need to sound like Ella Fitzgerald or Frank Sinatra. You just need to be able to sing rhythms. I don't even care what the pitches are. I just want you to sing rhythms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That, do that, do that. Just a short rhythm. That was 2 measures. That's a great place to start. Then what you're gonna do is take that short rhythm and repeat it. And you wanna make it feel as good as possible. Think about how a drummer practices. They learn a groove, they learn a beat, and then they loop it over and over again until they make it feel as good as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, do that, do that, da, do that, do that. A great reference point for phrasing, and actually a great resource for finding rhythms to sing, would be any great big band recording. Anything by the Count Basie Orchestra or Duke Ellington. Just zero in on one of those 2-bar rhythms and listen closely to how the band is phrasing and try to mimic that with your voice. Because if you can't sing something with good phrasing, you're not going to be able to play it with good phrasing. Step 3 is where you start improvising. You've established the groove, you've worked out a few rhythms, practiced the phrasing, and now what you want to do is make up these rhythms on the spot with the goal of creating a conversation between those phrases. What do I mean by a conversation? Well, I think the best way to explain is by demonstrating. Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Va, va, boo, va, va, boo, va, ba, ba. Booty, buddy, da, boo, va. Do you hear the relationship between the beginning of that and the end of that? There is a conversation happening between those 2 phrases. Check out another example. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boo, va, boo, va. Boo, va, boo, va, do, va. Again. Boo, va, boo, va. Boo, va, boo, va, do, va. There's a conversation, there's a relationship between the phrases. They're not random, and they're also quite simple, but they relate to one another. There's a question and there's an answer. There's a call and there's a response. And if you listen to any of those big band recordings by Count Basie, by Duke Ellington, Thad Jones, any of these recordings, any of these charts, you will hear the relationship between the phrases. So for instance, the old tune Satin Doll, even just the beginning of that melody. Ba, boo, ba. Over here, I'm gonna clap during the call, and over here, I'm gonna clap during the response. Check this out. Be, boo, da, boo, ba, ba, boo, ba, right? There's a question and there's an answer, and you want to be able to create that relationship between your lines too. Now notice I have not mentioned pitches once. I have not mentioned a scale, an arpeggio, a chord, any music theory whatsoever, and that's because none of it matters if you cannot do this. If you cannot come up with rhythms that relate to one another like a conversation and play them with a good feel and good phrasing, it does not matter what notes you play, you're going to sound like a beginner, it's going to sound amateurish, and you're going to listen back back and wonder why, when I've been practicing these scales and these arpeggios and all of these licks, does it still sound lousy? It is because the groove is not there and the rhythm is not there. You have to be able to do this, and if you can't, it's not even worth picking up your instrument. I know that sounds harsh, but it's the truth. If you want to find out more about my approach to learning jazz improvisation, there is no better program than the Soloing Bootcamp. As I said, it is a collection of all of my best courses, everything from the soloing system to making the changes to improvising with the blues scale without sounding like an amateur. It's a different method of learning this stuff, and it's how I wish I had learned so many years ago. And so I'd love to be able to save you the struggle, the frustration, the confusion that I went through over the past 25 some odd years and get you to play the way that you want to play as quickly as possible. So you can learn more. Again, the link is somewhere up on the screen and down in the description below. And if you want to watch another video with some more tips, click right over here and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.